Hey guys, welcome back to Project Zomboid. I'm just going to time-lapse a little bit of what I've been doing on the side. So I spent about 7 days of in-game time, which took about an hour in real life of just holding down a button to push a tree and actually gain level 3 strength. So our character is now officially stronger. Not really strong, and we have gotten less bad traits now. Better, no, I won't really say better, but just less bad. We're now out of shape, feeble, and overweight, instead of being unfit, weak, and obese. I'm also 94 kilograms, which is around 190 pounds, so I'm just kind of overweight now. I'm not really a morbidly obese man. I believe that your weight can go up infinitely, though, for that matter. Anyway, so we pushed a tree. Our traits got better. I'm still working on the carpentry so that I can get that antique stove in my life, but I wanted to explain mainly a weird situation that's going on with the Moodles right now, and it's the reason why instead of just being, actually right now is a rare time when I'm only regular tired, but I'll explain as I walk into the woods here, and I'm just gonna do this. One of you guys give me a really excellent tip to click and whatchamacallit? To like point and click move, because your character actually will dodge the trees on his own. So I've been using that a lot more as I walk through woods, which I'm having to do a lot here. So thank you for that. What else? Okay, Moodle situation. Yeah, it's not good. So here's the problem. The smoker trait is causing me to grow anxious and agitated, and right now I'm not actually as bad as I was before. I don't really know why, but basically, I'm getting really anxious from not getting cigarettes. Then that's causing me to grow slightly depressed sometimes. And then also, I can't get any sleep because whenever you're anxious, you tend to wake up with nightmares. So you get even more panicked after sleep, and you have to constantly try to go back to sleep. And it's really rare that you can get any sleep. So right now, although I can get stronger, I will be like a really, really paranoid dude. Like I'll pretty much just be there waking up constantly from my sleep. I can get stronger. I can do push-ups, you know, metaphorically on a tree by pushing it, or I could, let me just do this walk too. I really like this new command. It's helping a lot, and it means I probably won't have to do as much tailoring on my clothes. But yeah, I am still I'm still very much of a shit character, regrettably, but also inspiringly apparently. Anyway, okay, our fitness is still not up though. You know, even after you push that many trees, you still gain only about, I would say like a 10% of what you gain in the strength on fitness. So not really very good at all. So I would just really recommend running, but we can't do much running with this guy. Now this is what I wanted to do today. Actually, I want to kill a couple of. This is way too many. I am going to have to run from this, and I'm going to run, and this is the reason why I walked here, because I didn't want to have to fight this many. I may honestly end up just having to run back home and then come back over, because if I aggro, like, 3 to 5 of them, I'm in trouble. I'm in real trouble. So yeah, I'm going to go home and then come back and see if I can loot some of these houses, or just kill single zombies, because the main item that I need for today is a lighter. A lighter would just make my day. You know, we have food and water covered for winter, and heat potentially in a little while, but if we want to get a better life, which, I mean, I'm kind of setting my goal for like 1 year. If I could make it, if I could at least make it through winter with this character, I would feel justified that we had like won, you know, quote unquote won this challenge. I think that's about it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna come back there. Alright, we've come to a rare situation where my character has only 3 Moodles. One of them tired, which is pretty much unavoidable unless if we have coffee, agitated. I can't tell, but I think that when you stay awake, this may actually get less bad. Not better, but less bad once again. And extreme panic, which is pretty much unavoidable at this point. Anyway, I'm gonna head back up there. I think we'll fork over. You know, we'll do over to the east side this time, because I think that there are way more zombies on the west side, and I don't want to fight that many. Maybe 1, maybe 2, but I can't fight 3 or 4. It's got to be more rest at home. I'm better off gaining the experience in running just by doing that rather than risking it all with that. they're really, really strong, and you get winded really, really fast, too. The one thing that I'm trying to figure out right now is, am I better off with my hands and feet? Because my strength is at level 3, and I'm trying to figure out whether that stacks as a modifier with your weapon, which I think that it does, but I'm not 100% sure, because in that case, I might be better off just, pushing them down, which I do fairly well with, and then stomping on their heads, rather than trying to take them down with a lead pipe. And wow, 2 have wandered into the field. That scares me a bit, because they do tend to respawn at alarming rates as you get further on in these days. So they might actually come for my house, even though we've already passed the helicopter event. Okay, I'm going to speed through these. I don't know how long it'll take, but we might be here a while still. Alright, I think it's because I'm not exerted constantly that my speed of kicking and stomping has actually gone up. I noticed that it was like at a faster tempo as I was killing those 2. So our character is actually... I'm not going to say that he's not shit in combat, but he's like 10% less shit in combat now that we have more strength, which is actually far more satisfying to play, but it could also be very misleading because I tend to be stupid with these things, so I'm going to try not to let that get to my head. And we'll keep trying to aim for 1 at a time, only because I still haven't figured out one part of the meta in the new animation. Well, probably more than one part, but at least one part in combat in the new meta, and that's when 2 are approaching you and they're like abreast, they're right next to each other, and that's when you tend to get bitten or scratched. Okay, another horde event. I'm wondering, when am I going to find any tailoring equipment? Because that's been new, and I think they just released 41.22 today. Or yesterday? It's got a couple things in it, but I still have to read through the full list. Okay, first make sure there are no more, and then I'm just going to lure them into this house. Alright. And, oh, close. Close but no cigar. Alright, we'll try the window. How am I gonna... Well, first off, make sure there's nobody in here. Hello? Anyone? Okay, there is one broken window there. Nope. I'm undecided here. If I open the door, they're both gonna come in and try to kill me. I could shout through this window. They're like really magnetically attracted to doors sometimes. I think I'm just gonna try to avoid them entirely. Like, I can... Oh! Oh, that gave me a heart attack. Ah, jeez. Okay, goodbye. Corners, man. Corners. Alright, I'm just gonna continue to try to avoid them entirely and walk. And... I probably could have closed that window, but I'm lazy. Okay, are they gonna follow me through it? Otherwise, I will fight this one guy, because I do want to, like, slowly thin them out from this area if I can. Alright, we'll just smack him a few times, and then I'll come back. Oh, no, I might not even have to wait. Thank God. Less editing to do later. Okay. No, lighter. And... you're all alone over here, madam. Do I call her or not? It looks like that other house, but there might be other ones in the house. But whenever I call out to one of these houses, it seems like 10 usually crawl out, so I think I'm just gonna let her come. Come to me, yes. I will sell you something. I will sell you your death. Alright, good night. Wow, that is the most impressive moodle wiggling I have ever seen. Look in the upper right corner of the screen. That is awesome. I didn't realize that every single swing causes your, panic, anxiety, and tiredness to be further aggravated. Now, what am I at right now? Only because I gotta be able to escape. These houses, I'm guessing, are not large enough for me to sleep in without getting extremely panicked, so... yeah, that is pretty much out of the question. Oh, what lovely curtains. I might be able to use these. Okay, garbage bags. I would take them because they would be good for rain collectors, except we've already got the well, which is pretty OP. So I don't think I'm going to take that at all. Wow, that's a lot of cabinets. Oh, melted ice cream. Usually a great find. I know it's really, really high in calories, but... I mean, I kind of got to prioritize the immediate need right here, and I don't want to be lower on strength for while I'm in these houses. My God, this guy has so many problems. Like, he sees melted ice cream in a fridge in the zombie apocalypse, and he's like, it's been months. Maybe just one more bowl. Sticks his hand. He doesn't even have a spoon. Sticks his hand into the ice cream and it just starts nibbling. Do you nibble on ice cream? All right, fuck it. Never mind. That was a ridiculous thing to say. Okay, let's see if we can find this closet. Or not ridiculous enough. There's more up there, but I don't think I've been through this house yet. I just don't want to aggro that one, and I've got to make sure there's none in the backyards. They tend to spawn in weird places. And knowing what I do now about maps, this might be designated as a town, and they might be spawning here. Oh, that was weird. You see that? Like, visual hiccup. Either that, or I've just abused my computer too much today. And there's another road. Oh, must be the Pony Romo! There is the Pony Romo, a little further north of here. I would like to do that, but definitely not today, because that's going to be way more than I can bite off. Let's try this. We'll take out these last 2 zombies, and then I think, regardless of what happens as the outcome, I'm probably just going to leave here. Okay, I'm trying to get the old push and stomp technique going. Basically, now it works with hitboxes, but you need to... You can fight as many as 2 at once, but see, here's the problem, is that they tend to bounce off of each other, and... Ooh, close. Okay, you know what? Maybe just one. Yeah, alright, you'll see the push and stop as I go through this. I'm just gonna shut up so that I can concentrate on this. Okay, I just finished that fight, and I got no lighter. I just said I wouldn't go in the house, but I desperately want a lighter, because if I come back here tomorrow and they've already spawned, I'm gonna be shooting myself in the foot. Now, the old push and stomp technique no longer works, because it used to be that you could just hold down space if you were fighting 2, and you'd pretty much automatically win the fight. But now that... Let me just listen for a second. I don't hear anything yet. But now that the new combat mechanics are in place, I think you need to actually time each swing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was really, really good. I can't believe how good that was. That was insanely good. I did not expect I would find coffee. I mean, I'd prefer a lighter still, because it would be better for the long term, but I'm not complaining. Okay, more food. We'll just throw all of that into our backpack along with the melted... I forgot that I've been, like, clutching a jar of ice cream in my arm for these entire fights. Okay, let's put this away. And now, are we over-encumbered? If I'm not over-encumbered... Wow, carry weight 9? Good for you, Benjamin Morgan. Man, he's really coming along. It's crazy to think that he might actually be good soon. Okay, what else have we got in here? Cannot prevent fights infections, though. That might be useful because we are prone to sickness. Actually, that might just change the rate of zombification. I can't remember. But yeah, regardless, it's always a good find to find more medicine. Socks, brick toys, a lot of CDs in this house, but no boombox. That's probably the one thing missing from the tile set of this game is a boombox. Hope they add that. Lane's auto manual, can't read it. Ooh, those are good. Those are very good. I'm probably not going to use the axe in combat, though, just because I want it mainly for trees. It'd be really good if I could get a lot more wood. And the welder mass is actually quite welcome. I think Nomis... Actually, Nomis is probably the person I think of first when it comes to metalworking. I remember he did a lot of metalworking in one of his series. He survived for like a year. It was insane. But... other men have done metalworking too, and I hope to join their ranks. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we are now feeling sad, agitated, extremely panicked, peckish, ridiculously tired, and high exertion. It's definitely time to go home now. And probably just avoid everything. I'm just gonna run into the woods and do it that way. Alright, I'll see you back at home. Alright, I'm back for another day, going to the houses, and hopefully we'll find a lighter today. I was considering using the coffee, as like a, I don't know, like a burst of energy before I find something, but I don't think that the tiredness is really affecting me, and I want to save it for making cups of coffee. Just that I could kind of ration it a little bit more, I don't know, sparingly. I've also got the other essentials: my cigarettes, my coffee, my ice cream, my bandages, my antidepressants, my tools, a trowel in case if for some reason I get stuck and I need to dig up worms to eat to survive, and some vitamins. Actually, the vitamins I will take. I don't mind that, and that should reduce fatigue. I don't know if it really significantly reduces fatigue, though I rarely... Oh, actually, you know what? No, there we go. Just regular tired now. There is some overdosing in Project Zomboid, though you can't overdose on vitamins. If you have too many vitamins, your pee is green. That's it. All right, we'll try more. See if it does anything else. Otherwise, are you done with those? He's just not. He's all thumbs, so he's taking longer. All right, let's try 3 vitamins. See if it improves anything. You know what? Let's just spam vitamins because I haven't tried that yet, and this is a learning series. All right, we're gonna go up after I just chug this whole bottle. In fact, I'm just gonna sit on the ground and just eat vitamins because that's the kind of character I'm playing right now. He's like, ooh, paint. That looks good to eat. Drowsy. Okay, so now he's only drowsy. This may be the first time he's ever not been tired. Oh, right. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do this. You know, I used to think that this combated exertion, but no, fatigue is just about tiredness. So, in case you didn't know that, I did not understand it for the longest time. Okay, another one up here. I think I am going to start to approach these western houses now, but I doubt I'm actually going to get to the houses today, so be warned. You know, I want to keep expectations low this series. I'm not expecting a very good end for this guy. Wow, I will say this, I have not played without fatigue in a really long time, and just having a better sightline is really good for this guy. Though I haven't noticed nearsightedness really affecting me that much. I might take that trait a lot more, because I honestly do not even notice it with this character. And I think it can be combated with glasses, though I've never really done any rigorous experimentation with that. Comment down below if you do understand these things, because Mr. Lamprey left this huge, awesome comment before, just explaining all of the traits, and it was really valuable, so. I'd like people to learn something when they come here. Alright, Jesus-looking one. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus. Sorry, I had to. Okay, she's gone, and I brought up glasses at the perfect time. Whoa, you just had glasses. Maybe I broke her glasses when I killed her, or are they on the ground somewhere nearby? Can you knock off glasses? I don't see them, so let's just forget about it. But I will say this, Benjamin Morgan started this video having killed 27 zombies, and now he's at 39. He's getting rapidly more powerful. Alright, I have a weird idea here. I'm just gonna try to fight that one guy over there, then the other one. You gotta bite him off one at a time for here. I'm not taking any chances yet. Come on, fella. There he goes. There are some nice parts about being conspicuous, you know, if you work it to your own advantage. Okay, got him on the ground. I don't even know if this is really the right meta. I think this is just the fastest way for me to kill zombies. Alright, another one there. I'm really wary of sight lines right here, because in the woods, you're especially dangerous if you're in a narrow area. Yeah, the reason, actually, here's my take on combat. So I think that the most efficient way to take them out with this character, one by one, is to knock them down and then use the weapon when they're on the ground. Come to think of it, I could really just stop at this point if there's one. That would make more sense, and it would use up less weapon condition. Honestly, I think I've gotten... I didn't expect I would be used to the new combat this quickly, because when we first tried it, in like the beta testing, everybody was like, oh no, everybody's gonna suck at the game now. Oh wait, let's just check on... There is no exertion. Wow, I have never not been exerted. Ever, it feels like. Let's see if we can just get this one to follow us. Great, okay. The way I'm doing that is just by, like, getting into their arc of vision. I wish I had a way of seeing each zombie's arc of vision. I think that would be kind of cheese. Or cheese. I was gonna say cheap, and then I changed it to cheese. But it would be pretty... I think it would be... Of the two, I think it would be more cheese. Alright, well, it looks like we might actually have a few more houses to explore after this. I'm getting used to this. He is not that bad anymore until I'm going to die. It's very soon. Oh, wow. Okay, so glasses do fall off. Did you just see those glasses fall off right there? They probably fell off on the other one, but I didn't even notice it. Ooh, nope. Goodbye. Let's just find out. Ooh, that was remarkably dexterous of him. Okay, I'm running. Did I turn up the whole neighborhood? Nope. In this situation, probably best to just leave them. And maybe come back tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can do a glasses experiment. Welder mask with glasses. You know what? Let's find it. Although I'm gonna keep the welder's glass no matter what. Mask, not glass. No matter what. Let's just find out. I don't notice anything better about my vision being better. How do I look? I look pretty smart. I look like VSauce. He totally looks like VSauce right now. Oh, Jesus. Yep, that's VSauce. Okay. From Agent 40, from, what's his name? The guy from the Benchwarmers. From Howie from the Benchwarmers to Agent 47 to VSauce. Alright, that's an evolution. I'll take that. You know what? Screw it. We need the welder's mat. Like even if it does give me slightly better vision, I would really prefer the welder's mask to that. Only because you get scratched in weird places in this game. It'll be like scratched you on the groin and on the head. Like wow, like those are the two most well protected parts of a man. You know. So I don't know. I put armor on places where I don't think it'll where I don't expect to be scratched. Anyway, let's head back home and then we'll go back there tomorrow because it was basically a waste of a day. Alright, we've got 2 more in the fields. I honestly did not expect to see these here, so I'm gonna try to kite... Oh, 3. This ain't good. They're way closer than I expect them to be to my base, so I might even just have to backtrack a day. Find a way to kite these so that I get 2 or 1 at a time rather than 3 because I lose this fight. And then try again tomorrow. You really gotta be conservative with this character. You can't take any chances if you want him to live. Generally speaking, whenever I've thought of anything that would be like a risk in Project Zomboid, and this is any time, I've died. I think I spent the first year just like, I need to be more humble. Yeah, even after that many years. It changes your character, though, to play the game. Alright, might have lost those ones in the trees. I'm trying to think. Can I, like... you know, I have an idea. They don't like fences very much. Let's try this. Are you gonna come over the fence any day? Okay, there we go. Could get an easy first kill. Nope. Well, we'll hop another fence and we'll just kind of like spam this little area right here. This is probably a good way to handle a few because I get warning, but I'm gonna need to wait till they're all on one side of the fence and slightly separated. Oh, nope. Okay, I'm just gonna go through this. It's gonna look really strange. Okay, I consumed a quarter of the coffee. I actually do consider this to be an emergency because if I get slightly more tired here and if I get reduced to not being able to walk or not being able to run at all, I could be dead. Like, look at how slow I'm moving. I have to think of a way. Think. Okay, I'm gonna try to deal with this again. Alright, somehow the other 2 managed to get themselves into that shed. I think that they went through the broken window, and then they got magically attracted to this door. So that was actually the most convenient way to deal with that ever. I'm gonna want to make use of that later on, so... I'm probably gonna want to open this door, because now I know how to lead them if I get 2 or more at the farm. And now I know that we're not completely safe at the farm, which is actually terrifying, because I thought that we were done. I was kind of hoping that we would be totally safe at this point, but it does not seem like that is true. Okay, we gotta open that door so that we don't accidentally do damage to it, because we want to use that in the future. Might not be bad to just create like some sort of labyrinthine maze of doors that I could just lead them through. I mean, to make matters worse, I'm also hot and overheated because I want to make sure that I have the scratch defense from the clothing. Our character is fairly well armored now, though, mind you. I mean, 50% protection on the head, that ain't bad. Ain't bad. I think that guy must be a crawler. Either that or he impaled himself on the fence. But yeah, now I am completely out of energy. Look at me. That's as fast as I can go. Okay, so that was actually a really terrible and awesome fight at the same time. But now, unfortunately, there are dead bodies over here, and I'll have to bury them. All right, I'm going to sleep and then fight the crawler, because I don't want anything else to go wrong. Yep, all right, he was still alive. Though this seems to be the new, I mean, as long as you're accurate, that seems to be a perfectly acceptable way to kill crawlers now, because it used to be that they didn't have to do a full animation. You know what I mean? At least I hope you know what I mean. Like, they didn't have to show an animation to bite you. So you could just get randomly bitten or scratched, but now it seems like they do need to go through an animation for that to happen. Anyway, I used up some of my last resources. I did use up the rest of the coffee, and I'm still tired, ironically, so I don't even think it was that great. But our character we need a lighter at this point. We really do. Because it's causing like 2 or 3 moodles. That's just causing him to be slower at everything. So if we could do that, it would make us way more effective in combat. Strangely enough, smoking makes you better in combat. So I think we'll just make one last trip to those upper houses, but we should be able to find something in there. I mean, there were 3 houses. Or from the zombies. Often there's matches or a lighter on zombies. Otherwise, it might mean a trip back to... Oh gosh, I never thought I would say this. We might make a trip back to McCoy if that doesn't work out. I was hoping I wouldn't have to go backtracking all the way back there. And it's also probably a lot from the helicopter event there too. I can't imagine how overpopulated... Actually, you know what, scratch that. It might be a terrible idea. Okay, let's see. Nobody here. I kind of like this style, you know. I get through 1 or 2 houses per video. And that's really enough. Like, that's a slow, careful way to play. That's really how you should play. On your own. You know, if you want to live for a long time. Alright, nobody over here. At least it looks like nobody. I wish I could have done this in the daylight and with better sightlines, but... You know, I didn't really have that many... I guess I could have, in retrospect. Ah! Oh, you are behind me. I feel like the hard of hearing messes up my ears, too. Okay, we're out of here. That's why you never run somewhere. Okay, several attempts now today foiled at getting places, but honestly, if I had stayed in that, I'd be dead meat. So I think I'm just gonna go home, kind of recap everything that I've done, and reassess my goals at this point, because... I don't know. I mean, they're spawning a lot up here. I don't know if we'll be able to tackle a whole village at all. I might have to settle on these houses, and then that's it. Alright, I look like either like a survivalist version of Gordon Freeman without hair or VSauce. One or the other, you decide. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, only because I want to wait till I'm more patient. Usually at the outset of these videos, I'm more patient, and then I notice that when I get further in, I start to just be like, let's just go for it. That's when I get myself killed, so I'm going to be humble right now, and just call it there. I might do another... run. Honestly, like, if you want to exercise in this game, it's worth it. There is a mod for exercise, but I want to do this all vanilla, just for the sake of show. And what I would do if I really wanted to exercise, only because technically I could now live here forever. Like, at this point, if I wanted to just wait for hordes to come, you know, engage them as they do come, I could take up worms from the ground. I could use the well water, assuming I could always get to it and they didn't, you know, migrate here. And I could get heat from the winter just by dismantling a few more things. So a lot of it now is just me trying to get stronger. So what I might end up doing before the next one is to just run laps with this character. It's going to take him like a whole season. But what he could do, and if you ever want to try this in the game yourself, you can just like run laps around your home. I wouldn't recommend running on these crop fields if they are planted, but they aren't planted, so it doesn't matter for me. But yeah, I might just have him sprint a lot. He'll probably get the next level of sprinting, and hell, he might even get the next level of strength before that. Either that or just pushing a tree. I'm not 100% sure. Either that or like sawing logs too tends to do it. But as it stands right now, I mean, we still are pretty badly debuffed in combat. I couldn't fight 3. I'd like to be able to fight, like, confidently fight 2 or as many as 3 at once. And I might stick with the short blunt weapon class just because it's pretty common. And yeah, look, still look how long it takes him to shut a window. And he's still overweight, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do before next time. Anyway, comment down below if you have any tips or any other ideas. And I've got like a million more challenges in mind. Actually, I wanted to talk about some of the challenges I've got in mind. So in response to the outrageously good feedback to these videos, I've just started kind of going back to the drawing board, and I have about like 10 other challenges lined up that are really similar that I've been turning over my head for a long time. But I might put them out as a poll or something like that, so just be checking back for more things. I think the next one I'm going to do, and I will keep this current series going, but it's going to be called The Floor is Lava, and it's inspired by a 7 Days to Die video I saw by Glock9, but I want to apply the similar logic to Project Zomboid. Anyway, be on the lookout for that, and yeah, check out all the stuff below. I want to use the Twitter. I've been doing polls on YouTube, but if some of you guys have Twitter, I can do it on there, which, I don't know, I just feel like there's more flexibility. And plus, random memes, you know, it's better to do random memes there, I feel like. Anyway, yeah, thanks for all the support, kindness, and the good comments, and I really appreciate it, guys. This means a whole lot to me, just having a series that does so well after all these years of trying at it. Anyway, thanks, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.